No, just kidding. This is not my first one. This is not my. So this is a story. This video is called my first. Like how I got my permit. Hold up, I'm texting my friend. Sorry guys, I'm texting my friend right now. Things with Maddie going. Oh, shit, what's wrong with the fucking internet connection? That's what Jonah sounds when he's mad. Sorry, I'm texting my friend. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He ain't want to respond to me. Fuck. Ooh. I saw this, I saw this girl that I like on here. Oh, she looking fine as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna say her name, but I like her a lot. Damn, shorty fine as a motherfucker, no cap. Damn, I don't know why he left me on red, man. I'm trying to ask him a question. This nigga Lakin don't even want to answer me. Damn, you wanna leave your friend like that? So I'm gonna play a little 2K for y'all. Sorry about that. I was just texting my friend. I don't know why I was texting him, just asking him a question on Snap. Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna turn off my phone. I'm just gonna get to the video. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Slime family. This is your boy, Toro Blast, aka the Slime King. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna wipe their nose. We gonna say slapped. Okay, so let's get back to it. So we gonna play a little 2K while I tell y'all guys of how I got my permit. And yes, I'm 17. I have my permit. You're probably like, how the hell why you're 17? You should got your permit when you were like 15. Nah, look. I was broke as fuck. I was lazy. I didn't want to get my permit back then. I finally got my permit though. I actually have my permit in my wallet. Yes, I drive. I already know how to drive. I'm pretty good at driving though, I could say. But I'll tell you how I came to be. I'm playing a little song because I need to listen to something clean. Some cool shit. I'll say my favorite song on here in 2K will probably be this one. Hold up. I know some of these rappers. Oh, they have one S song by NLE Chopper. Yeah, yeah. Wait, hold up. Oh, this is my favorite one. It's called Big Duffy by Lee BZO. I don't say his fucking name, but whoever this dude is, I'm saying he's a good rapper. Whoever this dude is, this is one of the best songs on 2K. Even though it's slept on YouTube, but shit, my nigga, you made one of the best songs on 2K. Shout out to this dude, Lee BZO. I don't say his name. Big Duffy. Big Band's Big Duffy. Coming. It's starting. Who better than me? Stop it. RP the Juice WRLD. I'm gonna listen to the song by you. So I'm gonna play a little 2K for y'all. I'm gonna try to play Black Top or a quick game. You know what? I'll just shut up and tell y'all the story. Hold on, let me just find a game for y'all. I'll just play my team. Okay, so I'm about to move in front so you guys can hear me better because I'm in the back of my bed and I can't really. It's kind of uncomfortable because it's kind of hot in the back. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, this is a story about. Oh, it was a hard permit to get. It was not fucking easy to get. Oh, I got some cards. Who did I get? Hold up. Okay, guys, we're gonna check who we got. What did we get? Hold up. Go to my collection. Oh, right, wrong one. I got a lot of cards. I'm the richest nigga on here. Okay, so we're gonna see what we got. Okay, guys, what do you think we got? What do you think we got, guys? Who do you think we got? 3. Okay, I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna flip this and I'm gonna see what I got. 3, 2, 1. Chris, I got this nigga for 68 overall, man. Hey, at least I got some good shoes though. Well, I got a lot of contracts. I got like 55 contracts. But the thing about 2K is that always use the players that have the lowest overalls. Never use the ones that have the good ones, because the good ones are very important. I'm already at a 14. So yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of 2K for y'all. I'm gonna play some triple thread. Play a little. Hold up, I'm about to get some contracts. These are all my players. I have, let's say, I have Michael Jordan. I have Brandon Roy. I have Dave. I don't know how to say his name. I have James Harden. I have Vince Carter. I have John Wall. I have Dwayne Wade. I have Jordy Gay. Hold on. I need to give my players contracts. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these players. I'm gonna use the. Let's use Wade. I'm gonna have to switch the players. Let's use Andrew Wiggins. Let's put James Harden. You know what? Let's put Vince Carter. Fucking. Okay, so this is a story about how I got my permit. Okay, I'm actually gonna shut up this time and just talk about it. Sorry, you guys. I've been wasting your time and you guys want to hear the story. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, so the story about how I got my permit was kind of hard. It's kind of a long story, because it's like, I don't know if I'll make a second part of it, but I promise you, like, I'm gonna try to get this story done for y'all so y'all can hear the whole story. Okay, so you guys don't know, I'm 17 years old. I just got my permit recently. Usually you get your permit when you're like 15, but I couldn't get my permit because I was just too lazy. I never got my permit because I was lazy. I didn't. Honestly, I could have got my permit when I was 15, but I just didn't. My mom didn't have any money to send me to. My mom didn't want to pay for Roadrunner at the time, so yeah. So yeah, my mom didn't have any money. She could. I mean, my mom is not broke, but she like didn't want to send me to Roadrunner at the time. I should have went around 15. So you guys don't know, I started going to Roadrunner like at like 17. Okay, so first of all, I went to Roadrunner like in October. If you guys don't know, all my friends were doing driving school. My friend Jonah, he did driving school online. All my friends have cars, which I'm kind of mad about because they're like, they all got cars and I went on a car. So I should have drove like, I should have went to Roadrunner last year. I regret not going to Roadrunner last year. I don't know, honestly. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm 17 years old. I recently just got my permit, like right this year. I'm a senior. You guys don't know I'm a senior. I'm fixing to be 18. I should have got my permit like when I was a freshman, but I didn't get one. So, because all my friends have permit, all my friends have their license. Shout out to everybody who I know who got their license. And this person that I happen to care about this person has a license, which I'm kind of sad about. I don't know. So my friends have all my friends have a license, which all my homeboys, all my niggas, you know what I'm saying, all my friends, you know, they got licenses. Which is kind of sad because I'm like, where like I want my license. So Jonah got his permit from like doing online school. I wanted to do online school. I was kind of jealous of him because I was like, man, he gonna do his license. So I was like, he got his he got his permit before I did, but I wanted to do it online because it would have been faster. But my mom wanted me to do it at Roadrunner. She's like, my mom was like, no, you should do it. You need professionals to teach you. And I'm like, why? Like, I can just do it. I want to do it online, like how all my friends did it. They finished it online early, which is kind of stupid because I was like, I wanted to do online school. I would have been done. I would have my permit. I wouldn't have to drive with these people. So I was kind of mad. So my mom made me do Roadrunner. So I remember one time I got my paycheck and my mom said I had to pay. I paid for Roadrunner. If you guys don't know, I paid for Roadrunner. My mom did not pay for it. She paid for it the second time, but I paid for it the first time I had to pay for it. I didn't want to. So like my mom paid for it the first time. Wait, I paid for the first time. We were at Slashkeys. I remember I paid for it. I thought it was gonna be. I didn't. You guys don't know. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it online because it would have been faster. But I had. But my mom did not want me to do it online because she wanted. I was like, why the fuck would I gotta? Why the fuck do I gotta let these motherfuckers teach me if I don't even if I don't want to waste my time? So I was kind of mad about it. So I was like, nah, like why do I gotta do it online? Why can't I just do it online? So my parents. So I didn't want to do it. It's kind of stupid because I was like, why do I gotta do it online? Why do I have to do Roadrunner? But it was really expensive. It was like $200 I spent. It was really really stupid. Honestly, I ain't never gonna. If y'all finna do like always do online school. Don't ever go to a driving school. Always do it online. Never go to a class because the classes. Do it online. It's better online because it's faster. You get it done faster. You don't have to worry about going to class, which is stupid because once you go to class, you don't have to do it again. You don't need some motherfuckers to teach you how to drive. Because they just want your money. They just scam you. So fuck Roadrunner. I don't know. I was saying I don't know. This nigga took my ball. Hold up, I'm gonna exit out and play another game for y'all because I kind of messed it up. So yeah, I paid for Roadrunner myself. It was like $200. I spent a lot of money on it. I don't know. I don't know if it was $200. I think it was like 260. I spent a lot of money on it. It was super expensive. I remember like I paid for it. I had to go to class. I remember my first day of class. The weird I sat with these people. When I first got to the class, I was not quiet. I talked to all the people there. But my first day was kind of boring. It was really horrible because you would have just. Cause I didn't want to be there because I had to be there every. I went there every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It was 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, which was horrible. It was fucking horrible. I did not like doing it. I ain't never want to ever do that again. I ain't never gonna do it again. So like, when I had to go up there, like it was boring. I remember like I went up there my first day. It was horrible. There was a bunch of all the kids were mostly freshmen, younger than me. So I knew some of them from Emerald High. I made friends with a couple of them. They was pretty cool. But I just went there and left. That's it. So I started going there. And when I first got there, they made us do a bunch of tests, and I failed all the tests. They used to make us do all the. I failed all the tests. I mean, I knew some of the questions, but I really didn't know all of them. I rarely knew any of them. I mostly just didn't give a fuck, honestly. I mostly just would go in there, put my head down, chat with people, talk to the people there. I didn't really give a fuck about it. I was just like, nah, I'm finna just go there. But we did get a 10-minute break all the time. But they would make us take our phones away. They would make us put like, our phones in these little baskets. I really didn't like it, but during break, we had like a 10-minute break. We got to chill. It was kind of stupid, which is like, so it was like, hold up, my friend's texting me. Hold up, my friend snapped me. What does he want? Sorry, guys, my friend snapped me. What the fuck did he want? What up?
We're kind of have a crush on the girl who had me on Snapchat last night. We're kind of have a crush on the girl who had me on Snapchat last night.
Y'all didn't hear that. That's business between me and my friend. Y'all don't know that. Y'all didn't hear that. Alright, so like let's get back to the story. Okay, so dunk on these motherfuckers. Alright, so like you see like me, I didn't want to do a Roadrunner. I did not like doing I failed all the tests. I was good at some of the questions. I did know some of the stop signs and some of the stuff there, but it was mostly pretty stupid. Moral of the story, I kept going there every week. I hated it. I did not like going there. I was mostly a class clown in there. I mostly just made jokes, just not give a fuck. Everybody in there was pretty chill. I liked some people in there. I was in there with one of my friend's girlfriends and stuff, but you know what I'm saying, it was pretty chill. They had a vending machine. I could get some money and like, you know, like get some sodas on. We had 10-minute breaks all the time, so we got to like, but it was only like 10 minutes, and then we would have. But the thing about the Roadrunner, it was like, I had to go 2 times. I'll tell y'all why I had to go 2 times. Why Why I had to go 2 times? Okay, so okay, I started my first week at Roadrunner. I started in October, so I would have finished around November. I should have finished around November, but I never did. I mostly just went. I failed all the tests. I was supposed to retake a test. The second test I was supposed to retake it because I failed the first one. Shit. All right, so I failed the first test. I did not pass it. I was supposed to take another test, but if you guys don't know, I was I was suicidal. I was depressed, so I this one day I got this. Okay, so you guys don't know, I actually had like I actually got I actually had a suicidal thoughts. This is not for this is for real. I don't tell anybody this. So around November, I had a little incident where I actually wanted to kill myself. I actually don't. I'm good now. I beat depression. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm not really gonna say what got me depressed because it's like it's my business and I don't really want anybody to know. I'm just telling y'all I had depression. I didn't want to go to Roadrunner. So this one day I didn't go to Roadrunner. I was about to be done with Roadrunner. I was like probably like 1 week away from finishing it, from getting my permit. But I ended up getting depressed and I didn't want, and I skipped Roadrunner. I skipped a lot of days, so I never got to finish. Besides, it was kind of whack because we didn't really do anything though. We mostly just the teacher was pretty annoying. He would just talk too much and it was pretty annoying. Honestly, it was really boring. If you were there with me, you would probably if you were there, you would know. If you were there, y'all would know how I felt being there. It was really boring. I mostly just go there just to talk to people. Yeah, the people was pretty chill though. I fuck with the people there. It's pretty chill. I smoke with like I fuck with some of these kids there. Like these kids had like I vape with some of these kids. Like these rando kids. They was pretty chill. These rando kids I vape with them. I smoked with them once outside of the parking lot. It was pretty cool. We was pretty chill. I was cool with them. And then I was cool with some of them though. So I was cool with everybody mostly in there. Everybody in there was pretty chill. So yeah, I'm gonna get to the story. I had depression. I couldn't. I I ended up skipping on the last day of Roadrunner and I did not go. I never went. I just skipped. I remember like it was a what was it? Was it? I think it was a Monday when I skipped. So I skipped. I skipped. I didn't go. My mom was very pissed off at me. She was like, "Why did you skip?" And I told her I didn't want to. I didn't tell my mom that I was depressed because I didn't want her to know my problems. I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna tell y'all why I was depressed, but I was saying something happened. I'm not. I was depressed. I didn't want to go. I was very suicidal. I didn't want to go, so I was like, skip the suicidal thoughts. I didn't want to go. I got in trouble with my mom. It turns out that I failed the class. I never took the test, so I had to retake this. I had to take another semester at Roadrunner. But this time my little sister, my sister was actually gonna be in class with me. I'd be often to be like, oh, like my mom thought it would be a good my mom thought it would be a good idea if my mom thought it would be a good idea if me and my sister were in class together so she can help me with the test, but I really didn't give a fuck about it. I didn't really care. So yeah, like it would the second semester I had to pay attention. I was like, man, I told myself I have to pass this. I have to pass it. If I don't pass, then I'm gonna be stuck I'm gonna be stuck in the Roadrunner. So I decided, you know what, just give it my best try. And I made a promise to my mom that I made a promise to my mom that I would pass it because I told my mom I promised my mom that I was gonna pass it and get my permit because I didn't really want to drive, but my sister did. So I got in class with my sister. It was the second semester I got there. It was pretty boring. There was different people. All my friends that were from the last class, they were gone. They were already gone. There was new people. But think about it, the people that I did, that was pretty cool. I mean, I guess it's kind of, you know what I'm saying. I had to take the test again. I failed it, but then something changed. It was the same thing. It was the same thing. You know, we had the breaks. We had the We took the test. I had to study. But the thing about it is that they were talking about drugs, and they talked a lot of serious stuff like drunk driving and drugs and stuff. It was kind of like scary because they showed us a bunch of videos about like what your buddy does on drugs. Because you guys don't know, honestly, I used to, I know a bunch of drugs. Honestly, I've done dope. The only drugs I ever done were codeine, cough syrup, and dope. That's the only things I ever done. I've never done anything like heroin, cocaine. I've never done any of this stuff. I only vaped, drank, drink lean, and smoke dope. That's the only thing I have ever done. I've never done heroin. I don't even. After seeing those videos at Roadrunner, I don't ever want to do it again. We mostly just learned about drunk driving and mostly watch videos. It's pretty boring. I didn't really pay attention. The first test I did not pass. Of course, I didn't pass. But then my mom got mad at me and she was like, "You have to." My mom, dead ass, looked at me and was mad. My mom took my phone away because she wanted me to pass. She's like, "You have to pass the test." Of course, my sister passed. The thing about it is that me and my sister were in the same class, but we didn't even sit with each other. My sister sat like in the back. She said like there's like okay, Roadrunner, there's like front and back seats. I sat in the front seats. My sister sat in the back seat. So, but think about me, I was more social than my sister. My sister was quiet. She didn't talk to nobody. I sat with like this kid named these two like these freshman kids, but it was cool as fuck. But I was older than them, but it was pretty cool. Y'all don't know. I smoked with one of the kids there. The kid that I was sitting at the table, I smoked with him. It's pretty cool. He went to school, so he was pretty cool. So yeah, my sister and I were in the same class. We didn't talk, but after we would leave, we went the same time. We went to 6:30 to 8. It was pretty much the same thing. Um, my mom loved about the story. My mom dead ass look the first time I failed the test again, and my mom dead ass looked at me and she's like, "You have to pass it." She's like, "If you don't pass, I'm gonna kick you out of the house because you have to pay attention." And I was like, "Hell no." And my mom made me study. But the only reason why I studied is because my parents said they would give me an iPhone. Never got an iPhone though. Never did. I was mad about it. So my mom told me that made a deal with me. She said, "Look, if you pass the test, me and your dad will buy you me and your dad will buy you an iPhone." I was like, "Okay." So I agreed. I took the deal. I only did it for the iPhone, so I studied all day. I studied like during lunch. I came here during lunch and studied. I studied after I got home from school. It was it was stressed out. I studied all night. I didn't even go to sleep till like 1 in the morning. So it was really fucking stressful. I studied. Um, the next day we had to take the test. I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, I was praying to God that I passed because I was like, I have to pass. I didn't even want to do it. I only did it for the iPhone, but I needed my permit. So, I guess like, I studied. And the results were, I passed. I passed the test, which I was surprising because I only missed like 2 questions. So I got a like, no, I missed like 1 question. So I got a 90, 96 or 97. So I passed. I was very happy. I finished Roadrunner. It was very surprising because the only reason why I passed is because my mom made me study. I didn't want to study, but I had to study. I didn't want to do it because my mom. If I didn't do it, my mom was gonna give me the iPhone. But turns out I didn't even get the iPhone. My mom said that I wasn't gonna get the iPhone until I finished. There was literally more things you have to do at Roadrunner to pass Roadrunner. There's literally a lot of things you have to do to pass Roadrunner. There's like you don't just get your permit and you're done. You literally have to do way more things. It's really stupid, honestly. I didn't want to do it. I wanted it to be done. But it turns out I couldn't get my iPhone, so I was like, but I got my permit. And boy, it was hard to get my permit. I remember like I had this job interview at Waterburger because and my dad took me to it was like so yappity yap. I go to Roadrunner. I finished my last week. I finished my last day. It was December 19th. I passed. I'm done. I'm done with Roadrunner. I'm done with Roadrunner, and yep. I mean, like I passed. I was done. My sister passed before I did. So like, I guess like we both passed. I only missed like 2 questions. It was all right. So like, yeah. But it turns out that I had to do more things to pass Roadrunner. So yappity yap, I get my permit. It was like, but think about my permit. I got my permit. I was happy. I was finally able to drive. You know what I'm saying? But when I got my permit, I literally remember it took me. I had to go to the DMV, and boy, it was fucking horrible. My dad took me. I didn't want to go. I had a job interview that day at Whataburger. I didn't want to miss the job interview. Ended up missing the interview because of the fucking the what's called the permit, just for a lousy ass permit. I could have got a permit like, but I had no choice. I had to go. So I was done. I got my permit. If you guys are gonna ask me what did you do after you got your permit, I didn't drive immediately. I drove with my dad over there by the school, but it was pretty boring, honestly. I only drove with my dad for like an hour, then I got mad and I just quit. I didn't want to drive with my dad, and my dad had to talk to. I got mad at my dad because he yelled at me because he was going hard at me, so I really didn't know because he made us drive in the parking lot. It was pretty fucking hard, so I kind of got mad and I was just like, you know what, done. So it turns out that at Rover, after you get your permit, you're not done. You have to drive with them, which is very fucking stupid, which I don't really get. Like, I thought it was like you get your permit and you're done, and you don't have to do nothing again. So I was like confused. I was like, why are y'all have what? I thought I'm done. Like, I thought I'm done. Like, I thought I'm done. Like why am I still here? Like, why am I still here? Okay, so like after that, I was mad because I had to still figure out I still had to do Roadrunner. I still had to go back to Roadrunner, but I didn't have to go every day. So you think about the thing about Roadrunner is that when you get your permit, you have a choice to either drive with them or you don't drive with them. Basically, driving with them is basically like you go to Roadrunner, you sign up, and you basically sign up when you want to drive with the instructors. And boy, shit, it's gonna get hot in here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas, look how I really felt driving. Okay, so look, my first day I drove was, whoa, horrible. Okay, so I remember like it was a normal day. Oh my god. The first day I was scared to drive with them. I did not want to drive with them. I've never drove with an instructor in my life. That was my first time driving with an instructor. I've never drove with an instructor before. If you guys are gonna say, "Oh, you like," nah, I've never drove with an instructor before. I've never done it. I've never did. So I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and I'll tell you a story. Okay? Hold up. I need to go to the restroom, and I'll come back. All right? Just you guys hold up. I'll go back. I'm going. I'm going to the restroom. I really gotta go to the restroom. I'll be back and tell y'all this whole story. Okay? It's almost done. So yeah, I'll be back. For now, just listening. Just chill and listen. Well, don't listen. I'm just gonna leave my headphones right here. I'll be back in a quick second. I promise. Bye. Hold up, I'll be back. Why are you throwing toilet paper in the toilet?
Do I look like I use the toilet?
No, there's toilet paper in there.
That doesn't mean I use it.
I just know why.
Yo no hice nada. Nomás vine a bañarme. Yo ni fui, dijo que por qué eché papel en el suelo, yo ni fui.
Shut up, like you were the one that did it. I exposed you. Es ella. Okay, fine. Sorry about that. I was arguing with my sister about who's throwing damn toilet paper in the goddamn restroom. Oh my fucking god, I'm getting tired of these fucking doing that. I'm sorry y'all to hear that. That is my family. I have 3 siblings and I have an annoying ass sister who I don't fuck with. That is my sister. Jesus, y'all don't know how hard it is to live with her. Oh my god. So hold up, I'm gonna get to the story in a minute. Shit, I don't know who the fuck throws the toilet paper in the fucking restroom. That's some childish baby shit. Some fucking 5-year-old shit. Fucking ass wipes. Some bitch ass shit, man. That's bullshit. Who the fuck does that shit? That's some stupid ass shit. That's some dumb ass fucking shit. Who the fuck does that? Man, these people they need to grow up. And all their life they're gonna think they're children. Man, that's some bullshit. Alright, so I'm back. So yeah, look, I thought Roadrunner was over. It wasn't over for me. It turns out that I still had to go to I still had to drive with him. And you think that driving with him is easy? No, it's not easy. It's hell. You see, the thing about Roadrunner is that they grade you. It's kind of like when you're doing your driving test. If you don't do it right, they make you do it again. Every time you drive with them, they make you do it again. Honestly, I wouldn't say that driving instructors were mean, but the first time I drove, I said I drove pretty bad because I didn't know how to drive. The only place I know how to drive is on GTA 5. Honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, I drove horrible on the first day. Honestly, I remember the first day I drove, it was horrible. It was horrible. I still remember it. I mean, for some of y'all, driving with the instructor is stressful. It's pretty hard because at first I thought they were just gonna take us and make us drive around the parking lot, but no, they made us drive around the city. It was pretty fucking scary because I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. What the fuck am I supposed to do? It was crazy. What am I supposed to do? How the hell do y'all want me to drive? So I drove with this guy named Mr. Z. He was a Mexican guy. He was pretty chill. He was alright, I guess, but you know what I'm saying? When I first drove with him, he was pretty cool. But I say I drove bad at first, and then the next couple hours he made me drive to Emerald High, and he made me I guess I drove a little good, but I mostly didn't do that good. I remember when we first got there, you see, when you drive a Roadrunner, it's kind of different. They put you in the car with 4 or 5 people. See, when you drive with them, you're in the car with random people, random students. You basically they give you turns to drive. So you basically the people that are in your car, the people that are in the car, the students that are in your car basically take turns. You basically take turns. This person drives first, then then you switch and the next person drives. The next person drives, and then when it's your turn, you drive. Then you're done. You sit in the back. They make you sit in the back. Some of the instructors take your phones away. It just depends. I say some of the instructors, not all the instructors take your phone away. Take your phone away. It's mostly the mean ones. Honestly, it's mostly the grumpy ass old niggas, those motherfuckers. Honestly, you're in the whole random people you don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, so I drove my first time was horrible. I mean, I don't really know. So my first day was alright. I finished. My sister and I we were supposed to drive too, but she was in a separate car. They put us in separate cars. They didn't put us in the same car. So she drove with another instructor. I drove with the instructor that I was with. But there was only one person I drove with. It was this one kid. He drove himself home. You see, in the end of the test, when you're done with Roadrunner, they make you drive yourself home, which is easy because I'm pretty sure I can drive myself home now that I can. So yeah, it's pretty easy. I did kind of good. I mean, I kind of did a little fuck. I did kind of fuck up a little bit, but my second day, I did not drive because I got an argument with one of the instructors. See, okay, so it started like this. I walked into the Roadrunner. I I was supposed to drive first. I had I had one of the instructors. It was one of these grumpy old dudes. I didn't get along with him. Apparently, I was supposed to drive first. I was pissed off. I'm like, why did they make me drive first? It was a Friday, so they made me drive. I was mad because I didn't want to drive. I was pretty fucking pissed because I was like, why y'all making me drive first? So he gives me the keys. He makes me open the car. Apparently, you know how you start the engine. I guess I didn't start the engine. He got mad at me, and he started yelling at me. And I guess I cussed him out. I was like, this is some bullshit. And I just left the fucking car. And I was like, don't fucking touch. I told him, I cussed him out. I told him, don't fucking touch me. I cussed out one of the instructors. I started arguing with him. I don't remember what I said to him. At one point, he called me a little boy, and I guess I called him. I got mad at him. I argued with the dude. I went into the Roadrunner office. The instructor had to talk to me, and I basically he just told me like to calm down and that everything's gonna be alright. So he just made me observe for the day. I just basically watched the kids that I was in there with them driving. I just watched life. It was really boring. It's probably one of the most boring things ever. My third day at Roadrunner driving was pretty good. I drove with this old dude. He was pretty chill. But this time I was with my sister. It was me and my sister. We were both driving. It was me and my sister. We both drove. It was a Saturday. It was the same day I heard that one song that I still can't get out of my head. Y'all know that song called Roxanne? It kind of go hard though. I mean, I'm a hood nigga, but like that shit can go hard though. That's like the first time I heard that song Roxanne. I heard Roxanne on the radio at my friend's house. Honestly, we was chilling in his crib, and then I heard the song on his radio. It's pretty cool, pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? It was like Saturday night, so I went to spend the night at Jonah's house that night. And we chilled. We basically just chilled all night. I had to go to Roadrunner the next day, so I basically drove. I got there in the morning. I drove. It was really boring, honestly. I didn't really do anything. The third time I drove, I did pretty. I think the first person to drive was me. No, was it me? No, it was this kid. And then I was the second person way to near downtown. I didn't even. I drove on the highway. I drove downtown. I literally drove. I didn't even miss nothing. So it was kind of cool. I did pretty good that day. My sister did okay. She didn't really. She kind of swerved a little bit, and she kind of didn't turn that quick. So I say my sister did alright, but she didn't do that good. Because Toro Blast Elude, aka Toro Blast, is the king of driving. So, but I did pretty good though. Honestly, on my third day. Yappity yap. Second week I started driving. I drive. Eventually I started doing bad. I drove. There were days that I drove good, and there were days that I drove bad. I remember this one time I drove with these one kids. This kid who was samurai. I don't know his name honestly. We became friends. I remember it was the day we drove on the highway. We drove on the highway. It was pretty cool. And then I remember like me and him. I was talking to this one girl and him. It was pretty cool. It was this girl and this kid. This boy. These two kids. It was a girl and a guy. I was talking to both of them. I don't remember me and the kid were. The kid was pretty chill though. He was this white kid. He was pretty cool. I remember me and him vaped in the car though. He had an Android, and I remember me and him vaped in the car. And the instructor like right there when we vaped. This is actually for real. I did actually vape in the car. And you often say, "Oh, this is stupid." Like, nah. He vaped. I guess I wanted to hit it. I hit it. I vaped in the car. The instructor went in the back to open the trunk. And I guess I just vaped it and gave the vape back to him, and we just went back in the station. We became friends. We're still cool till today. Saying we you know what I'm saying. I mean, I drove with I remember this one time when the instructors make us drive all the way downtown. I remember who he made us drive. The instructor made us drive all the way to like Texas A&M. It was pretty cool, but I did horrible. But what I'm saying, there were my good days. There were my bad days. I remember when he made us do the parallel parking. Okay, so I want to tell y'all how I got kicked out of Roadrunner. Okay, this is gonna go for real. My last day that I ever drove a Roadrunner, My sister already was gonna pass. My sister was passing, I guess. I just drove and just didn't give a fuck about it. So I remember we had to do parallel parking. I didn't really do parallel parking. It was pretty boring. So I remember like I was doing it at Roadrunner. I went to drive. I guess I started doing good, then I started going bad, and then after that, I guess on my last couple of weeks that I that I came. But there was a couple of times when I went to Roadrunner and I didn't bring my permit because they're really strict with your permit. But I say the instructors are pretty cool. Mr. Z was pretty cool. The other guy was pretty cool. Honestly, Mr. Jones, the old dude, Mr. Jones, he was pretty chill. I said that there was only two instructors that were pretty chill. Mr. Z was pretty chill. Honestly, he was pretty cool dude. The Mexican dude, his name is Mr. Z. He was pretty chill. The other instructors, they were kind of mean. I don't really fuck with them niggas. Them niggas were kind of mean. I had one. I argued with one of them. Like I said, I argued with one of them on my second day. I argued with one of them. And no, I'm not scared of them. Honestly, I told the dude off. I wasn't scared of him. I told him to suck my dick. I didn't give a fuck what he was gonna do. I guarantee you, I was gonna whoop his ass. I wasn't scared of him. I don't give a fuck what that nigga said to me. That nigga a bitch. You a bitch ass nigga. I'll fuck him up right now. I don't go up there anymore. I don't like that nigga. So the last day that I drove a Roadrunner, oh my fucking god, I can tell y'all this is a disaster. We were doing parallel parking. It was pretty horrible. If y'all don't know, I'm horrible at parallel parking. I cannot do parallel parking. And y'all know how like you do the cone with the cones and stuff. I'm horrible at that shit. I don't know how the fuck they do that. So I drove with this different instructor. It was this different guy. At first, the guy was kind of nice at first, but I was in it with this one kid and this guy. Honestly, I didn't really like the kid. The kid was pretty annoying. He was a freshman. I almost got in a fight with him. Honestly, I got in an argument with the kid because I guess we had to do parallel parking. He did it pretty good. Him and the instructor were kind of hitting it off. You know what I'm saying? The niggas kind of, but I thought them niggas was gay as fuck because when him and the instructor were talking, they just looked like they was flirting with each other. Gay ass, homophobic ass niggas. And I was supposed to say to the instructor that had me last, yo bitch ass nigga, I'll hate your ass. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you one of these times. And that fuck nigga that was in you with the car with you, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you too. I ain't scared of your ass, you skinny ass, long head ass, motherfucking bitch ass nigga, Phineas and Ferb Candace looking ass bitch. I don't fuck with you, nigga. You a bitch. So yeah, my last day we had to do parallel parking. I failed it. But the thing about it, the instructor was very disrespectful. He was just mumbling shit under his breath. He made me drive us all the way back to Roadrunner. He was just mumbling his breath, and it was very disrespectful. So I was like, nah, this motherfucker disrespected me. The kid was just annoying the fuck out of me. I was just close to getting a fight with the kid, so I was like, nah. I didn't really cuss out the kid. I just told him to stay the fuck out of my business. I was like, bro, stay the fuck out of my business, bro. Don't get in my fucking business. Stay the fuck out of my business. So halfway when I drove the instructor, I thought he was alright. I didn't do good. He was just mumbling. But the thing about it is, I didn't really like him because he was mumbling stuff under his breath. Like I don't really care if I passed or not. I'm like, I'm never gonna drive with him again. I mean, I didn't get kicked out. They said I can come back when I get better, but I'm not gonna come back. It's already over, honestly. Once I can't deal with I can't deal with people like that. I don't fuck with anybody there. Like, I won't give a fuck what them niggas say to me. Fuck them niggas. I ain't going back to Roadrunner. I'm done. Like, I went a bunch of times. I spent money. Paying the money for every time. Every time I went there. And besides, every time you would miss, they would charge you $20, which was pretty stupid. Them niggas fucking charging you $20 just for missing. I'm like, I don't know why y'all niggas be charging me $20 if I'm missing. Yeah, I made friends there. I was cool. Everybody there was cool with me, but I just want to say, after Roadrunner, I haven't been. I don't even go up there anymore. So after I left Roadrunner, I started driving with my parents. There's one time I drove with my parents, and it was kind of bad because I got an argument with my mom, and I got grounded. But I've been driving with my parents lately, and it's been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting better.